Aw man, time for a different type of prediction of characters for a different type of fighting game on a different channel. KOF introduced so many different characters that it would be so cool for those characters to come back in this one. Only 6 characters left, maybe. But there's no time to waste. Here are the characters I think would be cool to see in this game.
To start things off, I'm making some rules. First, I'll go over 12 possible characters that can join, so 4 different possible teams. Second, this is my opinion, so go ahead and tell me what you think in the comments. I don't know if there's been any characters leaked, but I feel like there's barely any time until we find out the next teams. The first team is a team I thought would be joining this game but somehow didn't, more so the characters than the team itself. Ash Crimson was brought back to this game after he disappeared in KOF 13, and you know who else disappeared? Dulon and Shen Wu. 2 cool characters that have a lot of spunk to them. They also would do nicely in this KOF story, and the one who would lead them is none other than Oswald himself. He was in KOF 14, but really didn't play any roles. He was DLC, but he was still brought back. I call this team Team Oswald. Next team are all females who have kinda disappeared in the KOF universe. You see these characters in endings and some cutscenes, but they were more or less brought for like 1 or 2 KOF games and forgotten soon after. But I think it will be Malin, Hinako, and Mei Li. Malin looks so cool for her character, so I'd like to see how she would play in this newer game. Hinako's like the sumo type character of KOF, so I'm surprised they didn't bring her back for a while. And finally, Mei Li can replace Kim for this game. A shame that Team Korea isn't here, but I don't want to see them as DLC real talk. I call this team Team Retro Heroines. The next team is one I'm surprised never really got a true KOF debut. You may know where I'm going with this in a little, but hear me out here. SNK titles have been represented a lot in KOF. It's pretty much like the smash of SNK titles with its own identity at the same time. We have Team Metal Slug, or Ikari, whatever you want to call it, Team Fatal Fury, Team Art of Fighting, and most recently, Team Garo, which is pretty much Team Fatal Fury 2. Not Fatal Fury 2 the game, but the team. You get my point. With Nakoruru being in KOF 14, it would only make sense to bring her back here. And while we're at it, officially bring Haomaru and Ukyo, or Haomaru's newer rival Genjuro, and make them all a team. This team's name is self-explanatory, Team Samurai Showdown. The final team might as well go all out, do something KOF has never done before. SNK has collabed with many fighting games over the years, Capcom Fighters, Tekken, Super Smash Bros, Guilty Gear, WWE. There are just so many games their characters have been a part of. SNK has been doing better than ever before, and more people are their fans as a result. So I think it's time for SNK to follow the bandwagon for this one. Make a team full of characters they've collabed with. And the characters to join this team would be none other than Ryu from Street Fighter, Jin Kazama from Tekken, and the strangest character of the 3, Soul Bad Guy from Guilty Gear. Funnily enough, you can make this very team in the KOF Gacha game, KOF All-Stars. I think now's a better time than ever for KOF to go all out. This game looks great, plays great, has a big audience to it, and DLC looks very promising. So call this team Team Crossover. This way, the expectations for all fans would be completely shattered. In a good way. Do I think any of this is likely? Maybe. It's possible for KOF to actually make even more characters than the 13 they decided to make for DLC. Maybe they will do a Samurai Showdown take for this game and really go all out. Regardless, DLC will most likely shatter everyone's expectations. And I guarantee it. Who is the most likely 2 teams to join the game in my opinion? I think Team Oswald and Team Samurai Showdown would be the 2. After all, Samurai Showdown's music is in the game.
There you have it. I'm actually getting hyped thinking about DLC. Of course, I have so many more predictions, but I think this video's long enough. This will probably be a one-time thing I'll ever do in this channel, so don't expect any more content like this here. But I do hope you enjoyed it. Anyways, it's time for me to go back on break, in my other channel that is. This one will have uploads whenever I feel like it.